What you doing, Pumpkin? Hi. There's my baby. There's my baby. Come on, where's Dad at? Huh? Where's your dad at? Where's your daddy? Hey, everybody. Hi. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Oh, hi, Alfredo. Yay, hi. Yes, thank God it's Friday. I'm Randy watching.
I got like 52 texts.
You always have like 52 texts, Randy. That's a slow day if you've only got 52 texts.
Do you ever get a text from somebody? And I don't know if you guys ever get texts.
Wait a minute, let me turn you on here.
Oh, yeah, turn me on.
Green.
Turn me on. Burn me down. What is it? Turn me on, burn me down?
Turn you loose.
God, yeah. Turn you loose.
you loose.
That means I'm running and burning.
Just turn you loose.
I'm like running on fire.
Are you green? Is everything green?
I'm green as a gourd. Green as a tomato.
Yes.
You ever get a text that when you get that text, you could bite steel?
Yes.
That there's this
100%.
hotness that comes up over your head and goes up
so
over
mad.
here. That's stress, right?
That is stress.
I don't like that.
Rein me in.
Where you going, boy? Where are you going, Ace? Come here. We got a show to put on, buddy. Come here.
Come on,
here.
Pumpkin.
Hey.
He thought you were distracted, Rick.
Hey. You can't go play with everybody. Look at him. He's ignoring me. You just had a breadstick. Come here. Come here.
Scooter's over feeding him Italian food.
Good boy. Good boy. He comes. He just wants to let you know that he doesn't have to come when you call him.
Yes, exactly.
Good boy. He'll come on his own good time. Good boy.
It is Friday.
Woo! I gotta scream.
Yes.
I don't know why. I just wish things didn't bother you.
Oh, no.
I mean, after 100 years of doing this, you would think a little pissy text wouldn't just piss you off, but it does.
Oh.
Sorry, I said it. This is a family show.
Well, you look good in your dungarees.
These are my new dungarees.
Oh, you look good. You look so nice. You look good in your little shorts.
I gotta look professional.
And your UV shirt.
These are, you're gonna see a lot of these during the summer.
Yeah.
So I got half a dozen of these, and
get some more.
they're UV protective shirt. I got sunscreen on me and all kinds of juice on my face, and so I'm good to go.
Face.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so I took a picture of a pile of something on a trailer of our wife.
A pile of
something.
What do they call that? Shift work.
Big old pile of shift
work.
So show us.
Show us.
Show me, show me, show me.
Hey!
You're busy, buddy. When I get a chance, I'll talk to you.
Okay, we'll talk in a bit. We'll talk in a bit. Awesome. Yeah. Big old pile of shift work. 47 employees. All right?
Yes.
47
Ish.
employees-ish.
Yeah.
Employees-ish. And and things are cranking here. We got a lot going on. We are staying busy even when we don't have offer financing yet. We call the Secretary of State every single day. We're bugging them, hoping they'll just, I don't know what's the holdup. They're having to do do a, not an investigation, just our finance and taxes things, then there's nobody there.
They have to be so behind.
Gotta be.
I
That's
get
the
it.
only
but
reason I could
gosh,
think of, you know?
It's so frustrating.
21st Mortgage has got to be like, what in the world?
I mean, the money that they're missing out on.
200 loans waiting to be processed.
They ought to be
200.
calling too. They have to say, listen.
I know it. Hey, I bought this trailer. Now,
Yes.
if you want to build tiny homes for yourself, a home for yourself. I built my first home on a used trailer, but it was a stout trailer. It was a buddy of mine. He had it for years. It was stuck back in the woods, and it was flat tire and all that, but it was a really well-built trailer. I bought this trailer, and let me show you something. Look, a pork chop, Amanda. There's a pork chop right there.
Gosh.
Right here is these axles. If my my photographer can come over here. Ace, come here. This is a mobile home wheel hub, mobile home axle. You see the dry rotted tires and all
it looks
that?
awful.
Look, it's just flaking off.
Oh,
Where'd he go? Ace!
that's sun damage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, all this is sun
damage
damage.
and age.
Yes. So I didn't get this trailer to go cross country or anything, right? This is an old farm trailer. It was $300 on Facebook. He's eating that pork chop.
He found it.
Yep. And so I'm building my house on it. Now, if I wanted to take this somewhere, I can drop those axles. I think they're probably $200 to $400 a piece. So later on, if you was to buy an old trailer, right, but it was strong, you got to have, maybe if you don't know about it, it's got to be a strong trailer. A mobile home trailer, I mean a travel trailer, just isn't strong enough. They're not built heavy. They're built really light, so they're not going to have all this wood on a travel trailer. But you can unbolt those axles, put new ones under it, and you're good to go.
Really?
All right. So if you didn't have enough money to buy a good trailer right then and there, you can buy an old frame and throw axles on it later.
Okay.
And you don't even have to do it yourself. You can have somebody do it for you. All right. If you're somebody that doesn't know anything about that, build your house, get it done, jack it up, right? Because wherever you're going to set it on your property or wherever you're going, a person can come who does this can come in, zip, 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 unbolt them axles, pull them out, and put new ones in.
But now too, if you buy an older trailer, let's say you're going to travel with it.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No.
The safest thing is to get a brand new trailer because you're going to have to, it needs to be up to code.
Yeah,
and
like
all
this
that
old tongue. Look at this. You see this old tongue?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That is from a mobile home trailer.
Right.
Like if you bought a mobile home, that's what used to be on the end of a mobile home. They cut it off and welded it. So for me, I'm not going cross country doing anything. Now, you could if you knew how to weld and you had a guy that you knew really could weld and he understood what you were doing.
Right.
They can reinforce that thing,
Sure.
no problem. The thing is, what I wanted is if you want to build a tiny home and you want to move it around and you want to do something, you can buy an old trailer. You can buy used trailers. They even got some really heavy-duty equipment trailers for a third of the cost of some of these other trailers, all right?
Oh.
Now, I've talked to several trailer manufacturers. The one we've got, some other people that I've been talking to, and when we show them how we're building our trailers, the people who manufacture other tiny home trailers, they actually told me, they said these make more sense.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why.
And you worked with the manufacturer and you designed this.
Yeah, and the reason why is we know how much our homes weigh. There is no reason, and this is the same thing that I'm finding across the tiny home industry, that these guys, for some reason, are completely overbuilding every house they build. They're overbuilding the trailers. The trailers are costing $6,000, $8,000.
Yeah.
This trailer right here, that's 20 foot long, 18 to 20 foot long, you're looking at $2,500. I can get it, you can get it. You can buy it the same price I do. All right?
Now that's something, we get that question a lot. You do not pay any cheaper.
No,
Get a break,
no,
nothing.
the guy built it. I'll tell you, go call him. You can go get your own trailer. I don't
get
care
your
to
own
tell you where I get
exactly.
everything.
Right.
I don't care where I get everything. Everything I buy, I'll tell you where I get it. Now, and that reminds me, when we have our workshops here, I will list you. We will design your house while you're here at the workshop. We'll get you material list, all the vendors, and when you do go buy all that, you will save up to 30% on all your materials by coming to our workshops.
It's going to be a big
I'll
deal.
buy all your stuff for you. When you get ready to build your home, it'll pay for what you have to pay to come here to learn how to build.
Exactly.
All right?
But coming through the workshop, that's a
yeah,
great
coming through the
perk.
workshop. But
Yeah.
this right here, this is called C channel. See that? That's C channel, like a C.
Because it looks like a C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got a box channel that goes over, and there's one more on the outside. So you would say another piece of metal right here, and that would be a box
channel.
Box channel.
Okay.
Or a box beam, and it's
right.
stronger. It can be stronger. Now, anyway, this is less expensive. It's just as it's strong, and we go over that with our trailer manufacturers. And your lights, these right here are uprights that you bore a hole and you lag that in with a bolt.
Okay.
On all four corners. ANSI said it was great. As long as that house is not wider than 8 feet. If it is, then what we do is we have to fasten it out here. Or we have to fasten it to the main, see, this is the main frame that goes. Then we got to fasten it to the main frame more often. And I came up with another solution to that. I redesigned their request for that, and they okayed it.
Oh, good.
Okay, so what we do now is if this house is 9 and 10 foot wide, I can take and put L brackets inside here
Yeah.
because we cantilever our builds.
Tom just asked that. He said, can you cantilever to the, let's say, from the back? He was asking about cantilevering.
You can cantilever this way.
You can?
Yeah, it's not just like this.
Okay.
Because these are holding all the weight. See, so you got from this C channel to this C channel.
Yeah.
Okay, is 6 foot, 72 inches, and we cantilever 1 foot and 1 foot. Now you can take your phone right now and you can Google dimensional lumber, cantilever stress loads, and how big does a member have to be for how long you're gonna cantilever it, right?
Okay.
So you can do that. A 2x6 can cantilever, I think it was 2 foot, right? We're only going 1 foot. I could go out another 18 inches if I wanted to and build a 9 foot home on a 6 foot trailer.
Right.
But we don't do that. So if I have a 9 foot home, we build the trailer 7 foot wide,
Oh.
not 6 foot wide.
Right.
Okay, so we're always, whatever that home is, it's 2 foot narrower. Now that's only for the RJOs and Freedoms.
Okay.
When you go to a Craftsman, which is a bigger, beefier home, then we actually go the full width. We'll go 8 foot wide, 10 foot, 9 foot, whatever the width of the actual home is. Okay, because it has to be built different because the weight is so much more.
Yes.
But when we came up with this, the trailers are half the cost. Even though we're putting a floor system on, the actual build is less expensive. It's quicker. The only thing is you don't get all that volume. So I'm so glad we created this RJO and Freedom style home. Now we're not limited to that. Of course, you all know we'll do custom homes, you know. But I just wanted to point that out, is on the trailers from the very beginning. So if you all wanted to buy an old farm trailer, and I pulled this home, well, Mandy, you went and got, what, about 2 years ago we went and got it.
Yeah, we went over somewhere.
And I apologize. I was going to build my own home and show everybody could build it for $2,500.
Right.
And I want to jump on this. So this weekend I may, if I can get away and start building on this on my own time, maybe on a Sunday, and I'll show you what it's going to look like. I've got all kinds of, you guys can't change, you can't, figure out what you want. I'm the same way. I come out here, I got 3 or 4 different designs in my head, but I'm just going to get this thing done so we can get going on it.
Right.
But I'll show you what I do and how to build it. But I bought an old $300 trailer. My first little building that I lived in while I was building a regular home, remember I told you I built my first home, I just grabbed a book from the library and it said this is how you build a house, right? And then 8 months later we had a house built. Well, during that 8 months, I built the first tiny home. And I didn't realize it, but I built it on a skid. and it was 14 by 14.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason it's 14 by 14 is because I went on the news.
Right.
And there was this list. They said used lumber, right? Whole truckload of used lumber that was burnt. It had been burnt down, this building. So when I got it, it was all charred.
God.
Now it wasn't charred through, but it was burnt and had nails sticking in it. And I didn't have a truck. So I went to Sam's Wholesale and I bought a 4-foot by 8-foot trailer that came in a box, and you assemble it. All right? So I assembled this little 4-foot by 8-foot trailer. I hooked it to my Chevette, a 1978 Chevette that my dad bought my mom that she didn't like. Okay.
That's a whole nother story.
25 years later,
Lord.
I'm using it to build a house.
Unbelievable.
So I take that Chevette, I got a bumper on it, I got a little ball on it. I take a 4 by 8 trailer from Sam's Wholesale. I go on the newspaper and I go get that used lumber.
Mm-hmm.
I bring all, and it took me several trips.
Had to.
I come back and I built this 14 by 14 shack for us to live in. And it was just a lean-to shack, and it had 4 picture windows, 1 on each wall, because I traded my sofa for big old pieces of glass that I put inside the shack. And then when I tore the shack down, I used that glass in the house and I cut it with a glass cutter and made my own windows. I'd never done any of that before in my entire life. I just took a book and I read it.
To me, that's amazing.
Yeah. So when people say they can't afford a house, they don't know how to build a house, I don't understand, because you can. I didn't do anything that took me as a man being stronger than anybody. A woman could do what I did. The only thing is I did do heavy work because I had some big heavy beams and lifting. Maybe a lady might have a little bit harder time just of the physicalness of building a regular home.
Right.
But when it comes to building this, Mandy will say, no, she can't. But she can physically, I know, build this house.
Me? You mean me
rolling her
personally?
eyes. Yes, you
Oh,
can.
there's no way.
I'm going to get a lawn chair, and I'm going to tell you what to do, and you're going to build that house. How's that?
You can't handle my complaining. That's what he can't handle.
I'm going to put my earbuds in.
Reedy
La,
tried
la,
to
la,
teach
la.
me to swim one time.
La, la, la.
He got so mad at me, I thought he was going to drown me. He was over it.
I'm gonna take
He's
that
like,
elbow.
"Forget it." He's like, just do it. I was
Ah!
like, it's like, it ain't hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So, but you guys can do this, all right? And that's why we've had workshops. And Amanda, you know that we've had for 18 months. We had ladies come here and build homes and lifted all the lumber that we lifted.
Right.
These homes are small. You can actually take these rafters, and these are old rafters. We don't use these anymore. But you can take those rafters one hand and just set it, you know? So it's really light. The thing is just, you got to get your body a little bit in shape, because if you're not used to moving all day, you're going to be tired for 3 or 4 days, and then you'll get used to it, get in shape and go. It's like anybody else. I'm tired of sitting in the office. It's wearing me out.
You got to have a spot.
I get tired of doing that because I'm used to moving,
Right.
you know? So, but I wanted to tell you guys, I'm going to build this house. I'm going to build it all out of that pile of old lumber we got down there.
Yeah.
And that, again, that will be gone by the end of the year.
That's exciting.
So we're going to clean all that up, all them big barrels, and we got some really cool things that I want to do. I want this thing to be neat as a pin, because the beach will be completed by then. In just a couple months. The forest will be there in a couple months.
It's so exciting.
I want this place to be aesthetically appealing.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's a construction site right now.
It is, right.
It's a manufacturing facility right now. So all that's playing a part, and we've only been here a year and a half.
I know. But it takes that to get to where we want to go.
Yeah.
You have to have the undoneness and everything.
Got to look bad before it can look good.
Exactly. Exactly. That's right. While we're over here, will you show where the lake is so close to the prairie?
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Come
Oh,
on.
he's in it. You see how
Come
he's
on,
in
let's
right
go.
there? Did y'all see that?
Hey,
Okay.
you know what? It's
Okay.
Friday.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm good. Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is it was something you did a little bit ago, and I swear it was your dad made over.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it was. It was so funny.
I mean, there's a little bit of DNA floating around in these
Just
veins.
a little dab.
Yep,
Just a little dab.
a little bit.
Look at him over.
Come on, buddy. dog. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Yay!
Ah, he comes.
Where are we going?
Let's
What are
go.
we doing?
Come on, let's go. He likes
Oh, there's
jumpers.
your bird, Randy.
That's an osprey. Look, he's mad at Ace.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ace is picking up all his food. That's what it is.
That's an osprey. They were here for a couple years, and then they tore their nest down
Yeah.
last year, and they weren't here,
Because they had babies.
and then they come back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, let's go to the Prairie. Now, the Prairie is our third park, tiny home park, on this 34 acres.
Yeah.
We've got 36 home sites, and we're going to show you what's going to be going on.
And
Look.
Prairie, you just got the engineer, and you just got the whole. What do you call it? Do you call that a plat map? What do you call that?
Yes.
So you just got it. That's why we're kind of emphasizing
Yes.
it today.
Yeah. Look at them squatters over there, Amanda.
Randy,
In the middle of the night.
how awful.
Kim and Sue. I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
What?
You know what? They're awesome. I'm glad they're here.
See.
I really am. I like that.
We're all making do, and we're all doing it together.
You know, it's like this. This is the beginning.
Yes.
Kimberly is having a beautiful home built. She's right here. Susan is going to have a home built. Susan's actually working in the shop with us. And it's not done here yet. So why not just do what we need to do to get by?
Right.
Until it's done. And I think this is really cool because once this place is organized, right?
Right.
And it's done, that's not going to happen anymore.
No, but this is what, and I know you feel the same way. What's cool about it is to have people. We would do the same thing. You and I both would do the same thing like they're doing.
Yeah, I have.
There's
Yep.
things that are inconveniences, but you're in it. You're wanting something to
Oh,
happen.
man.
So to have people to have the same mindset that do that
Nope.
to get going.
They're off grid
People
too.
here, they don't mind to do what's going on. They know what it looks like when they come in here.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think it's so rewarding, I guess, or it just feels so awesome to think that people are catching your vision without having to physically have it done yet.
Right.
And so people are able to catch that. And that's such a compliment
Right.
to us that people believe in what we're doing and where we're
Right.
going with everything without having to actually prove it yet.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, let me show you the Prairie. Now, when we got this 34 acres, again, we never intended to do anything with it when it come to a tiny home park.
Right.
Never. I never knew what we was going to do with this.
Never, ever was even said.
And so since then, now we've started, the forest, the beach, and now the Prairie. Now the Prairie consumes about 7 acres.
7 acres.
Now it goes
okay.
from all the way to the road. All right, so way up there, you guys will see that. That's a fence line where that row of shrubs, it looks
Right.
like. There's an old fence line up there. So all the homes, there's going to be a road that comes in. We're calling it Yellowstone.
I love that.
And then we've got another one that's called Cochise,
Oh, is it?
after the Indian chief. We had Cheyenne,
Yeah.
and we had Tombstone. No, Tombstone, was it? Anyway, 2 of them were turned down. So I think we've got Yellowstone, the back street is called Tombstone, and the first street is called Cochise.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Because you wanted it to have that westerny-ish,
yeah, feel.
feel.
And I really haven't my mind wrapped around what I'm going to do, because I'm going to build some structures, some fencing, some logs, and maybe some arch entryways with some big old log beams and all that
It's
kind of
really
cool stuff.
pretty.
We're going to make this a Western looking place.
Oh, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
And your mom and dad, especially your dad, that love westerns.
Mom will probably end up getting her home over here because it'd
Yeah.
be easy to get her, and she's not to where she can get around a lot
Right.
too still. So, but we'll see. But anyway, because her home's a covered wagon.
Yes.
Now, probably, and I haven't laid it out dimensionally, but somewhere in here, all the homes will stop.
Okay.
And all that over there is we want to dig a lake. And we want to dig a big one, as big as we can.
Love that
And
idea.
we're going to take a lot of that dirt, and we're going to be using it on the actual development itself.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
The lake gives us fill dirt, gives us Plus, it's aesthetically, I like it. And I'd love to put a big tower, like a big fort tower.
Yeah.
In the middle of it, that we can get over to it, have a little island in the middle and all that kind of
That's
stuff.
so cool. Tom said you're my huckleberry. That's exactly
That's right.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Tombstone.
Yep. And I love Tombstone, so
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna have Tombstone, Cochise, and Yellowstone.
Love it.
Yeah. So there you go. This is the Prairie. I'm starting to get revved up about it because the other two are really they're on their journey. They're about finished up. This one's going to be a new one. We can get now. Listen, as you can see, it's just really all pasture.
Right.
There's not a lot of excavating, so we're going to come in there and we're going to cut the roads. We're going to cut the lots, mark them all off, and we're just starting Monday. What we will do is we will be on the forest and the beach, completely getting that done. Depending on how many machines they got, it'll take a week for them to get all their machinery over here.
Right.
We'll probably start jumping on the Prairie. So I would like this be done by fall, and also we're jumping across to the resort, and we're going to start building a road over there.
Right.
So all four are going to have some machinery working on them at one time.
Right.
I put in today for sewer tap across the street, a water tap, and electric hookup across the street.
Which is right over there.
Yeah, on that big mountain. We've also put in water supplies for this and that, so we're rolling, everybody, and it's because of your support and your deposits that make this happen. I don't have the money to develop these properties.
And just to mention our surroundings, like behind the Prairie and across from the resort, that property, can you talk about that? What's everybody going to be looking at and hearing behind them?
Okay. I don't know if you can hear. But right behind those trees on the other side of the forest is a company called Sunoco. Now they build cardboard sonotubes for construction that you pour concrete in.
Right.
That's cylinders. They build them, been doing it for 100 years.
And that's at the forest.
Right there. You can actually you'll hear trucks backing up. You can see that factory right there. That's called Phoenix. Phoenix builds caps. All kinds of jar lids, bottle lids, everything. Gabillions of them. There's 4 factories across the United States, family-owned business. Multi-million-dollar corporation. So is Sunoco. Been here way before we have.
Right.
They're rocking and rolling. That company there is clean as a pin.
Yeah.
The Sunoco down there, or Sunoco, is they deal in paper products. So there's a smell that comes from it sometimes. They got they're really restricted. I talked to the city manager. Their discharge into the river right behind here is cleaner than the actual river itself.
Yeah.
The discharge. They also have a discharge of treatment plant 1.5 miles from here that goes into the river. That water there, they said, is cleaner than the water that's in the river already.
My God.
Both of them. They're highly regulated now.
That's great.
They've all got their settling ponds, all that kind of stuff. But we're in kind of an industrial area.
Yeah.
But this is the last, it's not an industrial park.
That's the last of it.
Last industrial park area. On the other side of the Prairie, on that.
Here's the main entrance right here,
Yeah.
right up from there.
That's Tiny Town Way.
Yeah.
Now on the other side of this, and see, I'm not apologizing for any of this stuff. I'm not trying to get it by you. Nobody wants to live here. They don't live here.
Right.
You know, I've always been open to say, hey, I'm not trying to force anything to happen. But on the other side of that tree line,
Yeah, right over here.
and it's, Lord, I don't know how many acres, 500-600 acres or whatever on the other side. And
It's been that way for years.
they've grown tomatoes and corn and whatever over there for years. Now it's a commercial farmer out of North Carolina, but the actual locals know the family. They've been here for a long time, and that's on that side. Behind those trees is the Pigeon River. We border the Pigeon River. There's just not an access to it right now unless you walk over the railroad tracks. Right? So we're creating an environment here, and that's what I think is so cool, is that we took, like my old saying, and everybody's, it's not my saying, but you take a sow's ear, a pig's ear, right? That's unattractive, and you turn it into a silk purse.
Yeah.
And that's been known to never been able to it's like you don't do that. You can't take a sow's ear and turn it into a silk purse.
Right.
I think we're attempting to do that.
Oh, definitely.
So we're taking an old sow's ear and trying to turn it into a silk purse, It's going to take a little bit of time, but you all believing in what we did is making it happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you did the same thing at Brothers Cove. If you could even post all the pictures of beforehand, wish we could do, that'd be amazing.
You know what? Maybe that's my thing.
Could be.
You know, because, you know, the first tiny home I built was out of scrap lumber, and I turned it into something.
Right.
Brothers Cove was a piece of property nobody wanted.
Nobody wanted.
Ended up being a $12 million resort.
Yeah.
This year, this sat vacant for years. Nobody wanted it.
Yeah.
So I bought this land for $180,000. I didn't. It was 34 acres right outside the city limits. Hey, Ace, you stay here, buddy. Money down. We're paying payments on it. 5-year note. We're almost finishing up our second year. Mm-hmm. So that's how it is. That's how it worked. I don't have a bank loan. I don't have a line of credit. It's up to you guys, us working hard to make it happen. What?
And I want to add, somebody brought up the Speedway down here.
Yeah.
And how far away is it? Is it operational? What's going on with
The
that?
Speedway doesn't work right now. They haven't had it running ever since we've been here, 2 years.
I think it was 3 or 4 years that we looked on the website.
Yeah. They've had some people want to. I just don't think it brings in enough money. That era may be gone.
Yeah.
Especially now with money tight. Man, building race cars is expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not operational.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. And we actually heard that it was a possible for sale, but then they put on their Facebook it was not for sale. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the situation there.
There's land up behind it for sale, but man, we're done with
so
land
the
here.
resort over here looks at the tomato farm.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah, it is such a beautiful view. We got to get,
I know.
Ace has got to have some privacy, man.
Oh, I didn't. My God.
Poor little guy.
Well, I know. With them, everywhere's a toilet. So, sorry about that. Sorry if you were eating lunch. I'm sorry. I didn't notice. I was looking
Ace,
high
you stay.
up.
You stay. You stay. You got her dog out over there.
Yeah.
That's Apollo. Look at him. She's got a pit bull, Apollo.
Yeah.
And he is just sweet. God, he's a sweet dog. Yeah. You stay, Ace. Come here. Come here. I know you're thinking about it. Look at him.
He's steady, you know.
Hey, let's go this way, Ace. Come on. Come on, buddy. Good boy. So this is the Prairie. This will be a big lake right here. We'll dress it up. There's so many things. I have not got a final plan.
Right.
But I can guarantee you it's going to be a place to be able to enjoy and just everybody here, the whole place can be. All the parks here, we got 3 different parks. Mm-hmm. It'll be able to enjoy this. The lake over there behind it, we're building that big dam.
And for sure that there was 36 lots.
36 lots.
And we had already leased out 30. So Kelly has a waiting list on each section.
Yeah.
So she was contacting those people that's on the wait list for Prairie to see if they're still interested, if they're still.
Yep.
So we'll get an update from Kelly on because I think the girl said she was in the office today. She may have already left. But she was going to contact everybody, and she'll give us a report on Monday if there's any spots left.
Good.
Yeah, to lease.
All right. You want to walk back towards some homes?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, Ace.
You know what's funny? Somebody just asked about snakes. I ain't seen a snake in ever. Y'all see some in the shop?
Yeah.
A lot?
We've seen 2 this year.
Okay.
Yep.
I barely even seen any on the road. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'll guarantee you, if you guys had 30 minutes,
oh yeah,
I'll find one out here.
Of course.
All right.
Would.
Come on, Ace. Where'd he go? Come on, boy.
I don't know.
He'll follow us. He'll find us. Yeah, there was 2 snakes in there. I mean, like I said, I've walked these mountains. I've walked that whole entire 162 acres. How many times? Not one snake. Nothing.
The times we went, we didn't.
I never think about a snake.
I don't either.
The only time I think about it is when I'm going to reach down, I'm going to grab something and lift it up off the ground.
And 2, listen, I mean, you don't.
Ace! Come on, Ace! Where'd he go?
I didn't see where he went. You just have to know your surroundings when you're walking anywhere, you know?
Come on, boy! There he is. Come on, boy! He got side. Sorry, yelling in this microphone, everybody. Come on, Ace! Come on, boy! Come on! Look, he's ignoring me. You dirty dog, get over here! Come on!
Look at him.
You know what he's in?
What?
He's in that water.
Oh, you know what he loves? He loves them little tadpoles.
Yeah, he's, oh, here he comes. Woo-hoo! Look at him. Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Over here. Look at him.
Come on, boy. Good job, Ace. Look at him soaking wet.
Lord.
Woo! Good boy.
Lord,
He's soaking wet. Good boy.
good boy.
Good mwah. Good boy. Good boy. Awesome. Good boy. I didn't think he would come being in that water.
Either.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, he loves water.
Man, it's Friday. What are you going to do Friday? Friday night.
Well, step off.
Step off? What do you mean?
I ain't gonna.
What's your plans?
I ain't gonna put my calendar out there.
What's your plans?
What's your plans?
None
You
yet?
tell yours and I'll tell mine.
None yet?
That's exactly what mine says.
I remember I'd never heard that before, and I said, "What do you mean, Amanda?" None ya. None ya business.
I also say tend to your own knittings. You can kind of figure that now.
Yeah. Gosh.
We probably want to do a quick, just a brief, go through the shop and just show, like, Kim's, just real quick right there. Those last few.
Come on. 2 seconds. There you are. And he's gone. Let me show you inside here. The owner may be watching this, and I'll point out what he wanted changed.
Okay.
We've built showers out of metal for years. His
Yeah.
lights are on. Let me see if turn his lights off.
Oh, yeah, they just.
His lights are on, buddy. But they locked it. I never lock anything. I got keys in it. All right. They must have money in there.
Well, don't say that.
Let me show you what's going on in here. We can give them a jump.
Yeah.
This one was ready to go.
Your lights are on, or Kevin's lights are on. The lights are on the truck.
Lights are on your truck. Yeah.
Yeah. We tried to get in, Randy tried to break in it.
You almost done here, ain't you? You
I think if you finish the trim, I'll be done in that.
couple trim? Okay. Come on, Amanda.
I'm coming.
We'll leave him out there.
Yeah.
All right. This house was complete. Homeowner loved everything but one thing that he didn't like.
What's
and
that?
I'll show you. And we had to tear it out and redo it. It was this shower. The metal inside the shower. Now, normally what we do in a shower is, we haven't used very much of this type of metal before, but we've
Is that
always,
roof metal?
this is roofing metal.
Okay.
And it's nice, it's got the paint on it.
Yeah,
it's
it's really nice.
40-year warranty, so it's cool to use it for a shower. But what we've always done is, you see the corners? These corners are usually what I think is going to be a problem, and where it could be a leak.
Oh, okay.
Years and years and years down the road, right?
Yeah.
So what we do is we usually take a bend, like this corner right here.
Yeah.
This is a good place to bend, and we will bend it in a break, or we can actually bend it and push it in that corner.
I see.
So it's flowing. There's no seam in
I
there.
see.
And
Kind of
then-
like what you do outside on that flashing.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Now see, this is a trim kit. We call this a trim kit. And there's different appearances of trim kits. This is our circular trim kit we put on here.
Okay.
You don't want your trim kit to sit on that rib.
I see.
So we have to go, and look how it fits perfect.
I mean, it's right in the middle of it.
Okay, so we have to put this piece in the middle, and then we'll bend it around, and then we take this other piece over top of that and go.
Right.
This homeowner didn't like it. He didn't like anything that we did
Okay.
on the shower. He wanted this trim right here. What we did is we had a piece of wood and we butted this up to it and we put a bead of caulk around it, right?
Right.
He wanted this trim instead of the bead of caulk.
I see.
He also wanted in this corner, if you can see the corner, let me get over here. He wanted this corner to have 2 pieces of trim and then the metal shoved inside the trim. This is how you would normally do a window or a door on the outside of a house.
Right.
And so we took it down and redid it.
Okay.
Now, this is, to me, I guess it's in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
Of what you think is good
right.
or better. I don't think, personally, that, you know, I would want to have this type of procedure done in my shower.
Right.
Just because I like my corners to be fluid and through there. We'll see how it goes, how he likes it. If there's other people that like this technique, we'll continue to do it. It's just something that we've never done before.
Right.
In a shower, I try not to have any kind of seams in the corners, you know. Now, also, we usually have screws that would face screw it. I'll be right out, buddy. And he didn't want any screws in here.
Okay.
So we're using an adhesive behind it and squashing it and trying to keep it from having any screws.
Okay.
Now, my thing about a screw, of course, you probably don't want a screw, and of course, if your butt or your something comes up against the screw, that might be something you don't want.
Right.
And you don't need very many. We usually try to put just a few in areas. But the screws have got neoprene washers. They won't leak. They won't, you know, and I know you don't want to perforate a metal, which is a good idea not to perforate this.
Right.
But you put screws on your roof and it keeps your house dry.
Right.
So the system would work with screws in the face of it.
Right.
So I just wanted to point that out. We tore this whole thing out and redid it. We had to tear the trim out. As you can see, we're retrimming everything. And it was supposed to leave yesterday. So we redid it. But that's what we do to try to make our customers happy.
Right.
And not saying we do everything. This is just not what we do. And he had said that he had sent some pictures of how he wanted it, and we didn't correlate that information.
Right.
So this is no charge to him. If that happened, then we apologize. But
is everything else the same?
we're on it. Everything else is good. Yep.
Because it's leaving. I thought it was already leaving, but I don't know the schedule.
It was on its way,
right.
And we had to stop and redo that shower. But I love this. This is an RJO. He loves the house. He's a great guy. Loves our product and what we're doing. We've had
Are
a little.
they going to rent it out, or we don't know?
I don't know what he's going to do.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Good.
Okay. All right. Just want to point that out.
Yeah.
And he may be watching if he is. Like Dennis has got just a few more minutes on it. Hey, buddy. Now you're waiting on us, aren't you?
He is.
Good. Let's go inside.
Okay. Now I'll be putting that notice. Didn't have any problems with the internet.
That's right.
I wasn't on the Wi-Fi, so now I have to go on Wi-Fi in there. So let's see what
Okay.
happens.
All right.
Well, I can't get on the Wi-Fi. My phone won't scroll down. All right, we'll see what happens, but I can't scroll down to get on it. Randy, I resumed it. Okay.
Well, she's gonna end it.
It's on. Tell her it's on. It's back on.
Hang on.
I don't know why.
We resumed it.
It resumed. It gave me the
Okay.
option.
She hadn't ended it. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Which we lost almost everybody, so I'm so sorry.
Everybody left.
Something to do with this Wi-Fi, something.
Let me wait. See if somebody wants to come back.
It's on. It's on.
All right. Good.
Yeah. So we can just show the last few things and go.
Good. All right. We're inside our shop now. So I want you to be excited about what we got. So we've got a lot of tiny homes, a lot of guys working in here. Am I on?
Green, just make sure.
I'm green.
Okay. This
All
is
right.
good.
So in our facility, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 homes being built right now. Squeeze one another one in and have 12. 11 homes all at one time. So we're super pumped up about that. So stay in the weeks to come so we can bring you a show showing everything. So everything I'll be teaching these guys kind of the single day. We'll try to bring you those live shows and try to show you what I do, and maybe that'll help you too. That'll be a good show to do, you know?
And we may have to do those, just film them and post them.
Is that what we might have to do, Amanda?
Don't start with me, Randy. Don't start.
Is that what we might have to do?
I don't want.
She's saying, you know what,
Stop.
Randy, you're not going to be going live. You're not be going live. Listen, you don't know what you're talking about, Randy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a nice way. She did it very nice way.
Okay. Thank you.
We just might have to not. We just might not be doing that.
There's shutters on there now.
He asked for shutters.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do I get to play in there tomorrow?
What's that?
Do I get to play in there tomorrow?
Yeah,
Can we
we're gonna pull it over there
there
for you. Yep. We got to move Chuck's out of there. Yep. Isn't that neat?
Somebody was asking about the ANSI boxes. I mean, for the whatever it is, the location for the panel boxes. What are the options for that? For it to not be on the wall, in the middle of the living room, or?
It's a good question. I don't know specifically, but I've talked to John and Tom, who are overseeing the ANSI.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't had, from what I heard, we didn't have a limit on where it should be. Now, I know it can't be, it's got to be 3 foot from a water line, like a valve or something, or near a water source, of course. But other than that, we're actually looking into, they make a real small panel box, all right, and it's an RV about this big, and it's an RV panel box, but you're limited to how many circuits you can have. Now, I don't know if you can have 2 of those panels together, because you can only have like 6 circuits in there, right? When we do a big home like Kim's, Kimberly's house here, we might have 8 to 10 circuits in this house. So we got to watch. We're looking for a smaller, regular, AC panel too.
Can you put them in a pantry box?
Put them in a pantry box. Yeah, you can put them in.
Because it does look nicer
in a closet
with the wood thing over it, but I wouldn't want it on there either.
I wouldn't want it anywhere. I'm the same way, everybody. So we're trying to put them. A lot of times, I was looking on a print yesterday, and we were looking on it trying to figure out where's the panel box go. And Kim asked me, she goes, where do you want to put a panel box? We had windows, we had doors, we had kitchen, we had bathroom, we had staircase. It's like the only place you could put it had to be in the living room. There was no wall space anywhere. And what do? So I tried to put it behind the door. What?
Is the one you put in mine, Tom? I can't remember. Tom's house isn't in here anymore. But he said, is that the one that you put in mine was RV one, the small RV? I don't think we have yet. I don't think we've used one. Okay.
I mean, it's small. It's like this big,
So Judy's asking, so it could go in the back of a clothes closet? Can it be covered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll verify that, but I believe it can.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Oh, he said his house is in here. Okay.
Okay.
Tom's is in here somewhere. It's Rose. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Why don't you show what you got on there, Amanda?
I'm not showing that.
They all want to know your toenail color and everything.
My toes are not done. I'm waiting for Paradise Nails to open it June 22nd. I've not had a pedicure.
Amanda, your toes look wonderful.
No, they don't.
Yeah, show what you got on there.
That's I got ripped up, But my toes are not done, so.
Isn't this cool? We get these just like this.
That is pretty.
We may be putting them right on here.
I love that.
Isn't that cool? Now that Albert, who kind of spearheaded this with Jeff, building this, we're going to debut him Monday. So when you guys tune in Monday, you're going to meet Albert, the guys that built this, and talk about everything it took. It'll be decorated and ready to show come Monday for you guys.
I got to work on it all weekend. I got to get some other stuff done.
Yep.
All the houses, just a real quick overview. These are all almost done.
Well, we brought this one in because we started it a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And we're gonna finish it up. Yeah, we're talking done. We're putting a screen door on it, done. Ritker down there. Niditch.
We got Niditch.
Going done.
Yeah.
This one's done. Chuck and Glenn.
Munoz
theirs is done. Munoz. This one's getting spray foamed. So we'll be knocking this out of here next
Maybe that's Tom's. I don't know.
in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And houses will be coming in.
Yeah, I love it. We don't have any lights on.
I know.
Because of our skylights that we have. Isn't that cool? Got big fans.
No electricity and stuff.
As you can see, for the COVID, you can see how far apart everybody's working. A lot of airflow through here, so it's a real safe environment for that. If you're thinking about how we kind of condense. The office is still off limits to all visitors.
Oh, that's Tom's, the blue one right there. He loves the awning on there, the little stoop thing.
Yeah, I
or what
love
did
it
you
too.
call it? The overhang or?
Yeah, porch roof.
It's a tiny porch roof.
It's a tiny
that
porch
looks so
roof.
Cute.
Yep.
That's how they did it.
Yeah, come on, we'll go look at it.
Okay.
Somebody looked at this yesterday and they liked that siding because it was they went from board and batten to horizontal lap.
I like that.
Yep. Let me hold that door up for you.
How you doing today, sir?
Good. You want me to hold it for you? You good?
No, actually, I think I'm good. I just want to make sure. And then I want to put a screw with it and then get it from you.
You're good. All right. I will leave you alone.
Oh, he's gotten into something. He come here a-flying.
Yep.
Beautiful.
We can't get in because it's fine.
Well,
Yep.
it's great. And that's Niditch down there.
Yes.
Whose is this? Is that
Certainly not. Riles. Yep. Yeah. Sorry we went dead earlier. I don't know if everybody came back or not, so it's hard to keep everybody's attention on this stuff.
Most people came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there any more questions?
Well, there could be. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Ask him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If you guys got any questions, anything I can answer for you before we get going here.
Be sure to mention that we are working on the Wi-Fi. We're doing everything we can.
We have got 3 routers in this entire building. We got 2 in this big building. We got 1 outside. Scott and Steve that work for us are very technical, advanced in their knowledge of what was going on here. They're the one that routed all this stuff. They actually think it might be the provider.
And people don't go live like this. And we move around everywhere. And then we have metal everywhere. So we've got a lot of things against us. Also, somebody mentioned, why don't you carry a jetpack? We tried that. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
So we've tried so much.
Yeah, we're going to actually have an IT company come in and help us out too. And so we'll see how that goes. All right. I just want to know if there's any more questions. This is Friday, everybody. We may come over on the weekends. So if we do, you never know when we're going to come on. It comes morning, afternoon, evenings. And that's why you need to press your notification. And in the future, we're going to start letting you know when we're coming on.
Like we did today.
Yeah, so we'll try to give you a heads up. Hey, we're coming on in 30 minutes to an hour.
Now, if their house is not like Nancy's asking, hey, where's my house? It was in here. Where is it now?
If it was in here, we took it outside for whatever reason, but we're finishing everything in the next, all of it's being finished now.
Right.
Joseph's starting a new construction. We stopped construction on this because we're putting everybody on everything to get everything done here. Clean the slate.
And every house in here and out on the property has a checklist, or as you call a punch list. So all the houses have either they're waiting on materials or whatever situation it is.
All right, another procedure, if you are getting a home built by us, we've asked all of our sales staff that when they sell a home, we need a sketch. All right? Now, the sketch doesn't have to be to scale. It doesn't have to be on graph paper. If you do, the more detailed, the better. That's great. But when we design your home, we'll get to that information. My premise, my idea of how I wanted to structure this company, and it works if we just do it, okay? Because I need a sketch. And I told everybody, grab that crayon and just put, I want kitchen here, I want bathroom here, I want whatever I want. You don't have to know how to draw. but you know in your head kind of where you want it. Now, if it's an RJO and you walk in and say, hey, kitchen right, left, go, and done. It's easy. That's what we like. Because we build them, our prices are low to get you in and out of here. My challenge is to take you some custom things that you want, implement them without raising the cost of the home.
Right.
So what normally is, if you like the RJO price tag of $20,000,
Right.
and you're going to say, well, I want to add some things, we'll add a picture window, but it's $600. But if you're going to replace it for a window, I'll deduct the price of a window.
Right.
If you want a different, we can add those things. We just need to know. The efficiency and speed is to know what you want. We cannot gather 15, 20 different emails of ideas all over and then trying to put all that together. We will miss something. So just take your time, work it out, but I need a sketch. So I'm going back on our build list of every home that we have not started drawing yet, and I'm going to make sure that we got a sketch in your file. So we're making sure the girls have already got a file of all the customers, the ones that do have a sketch, the ones that don't have a sketch, and I'm going to make sure that we have all that so our designer can start throwing preliminary drawings all together and get them to you.
Right.
I'll probably start calling everybody who's on the build list.
Yeah.
I'd like to call over the weekend. Most people are going to be home.
And that's what Alyssa and I told her to have the resort packet ready for you to contact all of the resort people that have given their 20% or more, and to let you know that all of that's been sent to sales. They're going to be contacting you.
Yeah, I want to personally call everybody. That's 60 plus people I'll be calling, trying to do it over the weekend. All right, I want to connect with you. I want to tell you where you're at. I hate people not knowing what's going on.
Right.
Now, the only reason you guys can see, we're just trying to, this is a little company and we're growing. We appreciate everything you've done for us. My gosh, it's just amazing where we're at. But I will personally call you. I want to make sure I got your sketch. I'm going to go over it just real quick and then go on. A quick call, nothing. All right? So we'll touch base with you. And,
I love that.
But we got a lot happening, and I don't want it to drag out. I want to get these parks, the tiny home parks, I want them built, done, y'all living here, and then let's just start fighting.
Start fighting. Really quick, last thing that to bring up is customers sending in their stuff for their homes. We're getting a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff. We're getting a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And we're running out of room. Steve told me the other day there's no more room almost for customer inventory.
We don't need to send any personal items for your home until we start building your house.
Right.
So we have homes that we won't get to for 3 months.
Right.
Don't send it until we notify you that the construction has begun on your home, because we don't have the room for 40 homes. We just don't have it. Yeah. All right. So wait till you get the construction build time, and then you start sending it.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfect.
All right. It's gonna be a busy weekend as always.
Yeah. It's every day's a Saturday.
Every day's a Tuesday, you said.
It's Tuesday.
All right.
Everybody have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. My dog's gone.
He ran that way just a second ago.
He's running everywhere. Come see us. Like I said, make an appointment if you want to see me or somebody else to run you through here. But we love to have you and love to show off what we do and how we do things. All right?
Okay.
All right. We may not be perfect. By golly, we'll die trying.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Have a great day, everybody. Happy Friday.